first live stream. Whew. Thank you guys so much for 2024. I know 2025 is going to be even better. So let me grab the bell really quick, my friends. Let's grab the bell. Let's get this live going. It's 2025. You guys, I'm going to give you guys all the info I have on this live about getting more leads. Leads are everything for every single business. If you don't have leads, you don't have customers. Leads convert into customers. Customers convert into money. Money is success when we're talking about a business. So shout out to you, whoever just joined the live. I see you, first person in the live. DJ La Mafia, what's up, man? It's good to know that it was you. So getting leads, it's gonna be everything. So in the photo booth business, there is, in my opinion, a big misunderstanding that you need to have all leads be new acquisition leads. Basically meaning you're creating new customers of either from ads or from networking. But one thing I really want to stress out to you guys is you're sitting on a gold mine if you've done any events. So let's just say you've just started, you're watching this video, you're focused on getting more leads. You may already be sitting on a treasure. And if you've done at least 3 to 4 events, your photo booth software, if you're using Luma Booth or any other software that collects the phone numbers and email addresses that people put into the photo booth, you guys, get into the habit of taking that data, right? You can go on PhotoShare, you can get the phone numbers, the email addresses, and you can market to these people that have used your photo booth. It is the easiest way to get leads. That's why I tell everyone, do 4 events for free. You can turn that 4 literally into 12 events paid. So imagine this. You get your beautiful photo booth, you offer it for free, or let's just say you've done a few paid events. You have, let's just say you have at least 50 email addresses or phone numbers from these events. Check this out. There's a service called MailChimp. You can start SMS, I don't know why I did this. You can start SMS campaigns where literally once a week you're sending out a text message. Drew here from Drew's Photo Booth. Thank you for using our photo booth at the event. If you're interested in renting, we have a deal for you. Send us an email. Or book today, deposit only XYZ. You could do this every single week. And the beautiful thing about this, you guys, you can continue to feed MailChimp phone numbers and email addresses to grow this out. I'm not very, oh wait, hold up. Luther, what's up, Luther? My friend Luther, Cynthia, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Man, I mean it, you guys. 2025 is gonna be the year for me where I'm setting insane goals. We're gonna be doing a lot of crazy things when it comes to this channel. And I'm excited, and I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. DJ La Mafia always showing up, Luther always showing up, Cynthia, it's always good to see you. So let's all make sure we treat this year as if we became aware that our time here on this place, this earth, is limited. I can't tell you guys, man, when the day, I think one of the day everything really changed for me is when I realized, like, it was weird. It was a moment where I realized, like, you just hit like this and I realized, like, look, I maybe have another good solid 35 years of being able to work or wanting to work. That's not that many summers. That's not that many more graduations. That's not that many more, you know, weddings seasons, right? So like, let's just make sure, man, 2025 is the year that we really put in the effort to separate ourselves. And look, don't be mad, you guys, if you're not getting the results. If you're not putting in the work to get the results, there's no reason why we should be upset. And that's why I wanted to make this live. I wanted to make this live to focus on getting more leads, because leads will solve the problems you have in your business. Look, it's free to do a free event for somebody. You can literally turn one free event into 3 to 4 paid events if you do it properly. Here's some steps on how to do it. Look, and this isn't just for the newbie that just got their photo booth or somebody that's just going to start. Even if you've done a year, 2 years in the business, and you notice you have the next few months not fully booked, knock out a free event. So this is how you do it. You do the free event. You have to be very picky on what type of event you do. Some things that are non-negotiable. Number one needs to be at least 100 people at this event. It's a numbers game. The more people there, the higher your chances of converting 1, 2, 3, 4 of those people that are at that party. So non-negotiable. Also, I prefer a venue. Why would you want it at a venue? Who cares, right? Well, if I'm gonna do an event, number one, my content is gonna look amazing if it's at a venue. Two, I can use that time to do that free event at the venue to become friends with maybe the manager at the venue. Maybe you make some connections with the DJ or the bartender. So like, I'm really trying to get you guys to think like larger picture here. And it's like, people, there needs to be a lot of people. A venue is preferred. If it's in someone's backyard and there's 100 people there, that's fine, not a big deal. But those are the main two ones. But the most important one, 3, is when that free event takes place. Do not get into the habit of offering things so far down the line, because you never know what's going to happen to your business. And also, it's about speed. You want to go fast. So my recommendation is do a free event in the next week or two. Because the sooner you do it, the sooner you can market to the people that use your booth, the sooner you can get bookings. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to offer a free photo booth 3 months down the line. For all you know, you could already be fully booked. Let's just say a month passes. You have 2 months until you do that free event. What happens if you're already booked? Now you have to do something for free or pass on events or have to white label it out. So speed is everything. A week to 2 weeks is the sweet spot. All right. Lori, love your 2025 energy. Thank you, my friend. Man, you guys, some other ways to get more leads. Look, if you don't have the time to network, which is always going to be my favorite way of getting new leads, if you don't have the time, you're going to have to spend some money. So this year, if you haven't already, spend some money on ads. It is the best way to grow your business without spending a lot of your time. So I'm talking, look, everyone's gonna tell you, Google ads, Google ads, Google ads, do ads on Google. True, Google ads are great, but if you're starting off, and my biggest piece of advice is start with Facebook and Instagram ads. You're gonna get a lot of leads at a lot cheaper price. And it's gonna make you a better operator, because with Google, you're spending more money, but they're better quality leads, right? They're actively looking for a photo booth. So let's just say you put in $250. Maybe you get 30 leads, 20 leads maybe. I think 30 is kind of a little ambitious. So 20. Let's just say you close 20% of them. That's good. That's good. But if you spend $250 on Facebook and Instagram, you're probably going to get 3 to 4x amount of leads, maybe even more. So what does this mean? Well, yes, you're gonna have to do more work, but it's gonna make you a better salesman. It's gonna make you a better closer. And I can't even tell you guys, I've had thousands and thousands and thousands of leads from Facebook and Instagram. And I noticed that I got better at pitching. I got better at showing the value in something. And I've dealt with more customers, and experience is such a big part of this business here, man. So I would recommend Facebook, Instagram, give it 1 month. You want to do at least $200 to $250 through that duration. Target women, in my opinion. There's no reason you should be targeting men. Men aren't really booking photo booths. If any of my photo booth owners, if you guys are watching this right now, just take a second and think about it. You're going to probably agree with me, right? Most of your clients are women. So women, age group, I like to put 23 to 24 all the way up to like 45 to 50. Just from my experience, 18-year-olds don't have money to rent a photo booth. 20-year-olds really don't even have money either. So, why show your ad to somebody that may not have the funds to even rent? So, interests, you could target people that are newly engaged. That's what I love about Facebook and Instagram. Imagine your ads catered to you want to do your weddings. You can literally target people that are newly engaged. So if they're newly engaged, guess what? That means wedding is coming soon. DJ La Mafia is saying, have you ever heard of Bark? I've heard of it, and something is very sketchy about Bark. Look, this is my own opinion. I don't trust them. something is not right there. If you've ever tried to use it, you'll look at it and it's just something is not right. And I don't want to sound like, you know how there's like that whole honey scam thing going on, like that company Honey. I had been talking about this for the longest time too. I've always felt that something was up with Honey. That app, it's not even an app. It's like a plugin that you use to get discounts. Something just didn't make sense because I tried using it and it never got me discounts. Never. And I'm like, how can anyone ever use this and see it being useful? So I don't trust Bark. I don't trust Honey. I'll be honest with you too. I don't even trust Yelp. Just don't trust them. There's definitely something up with the review system. Yeah. Bob is saying, I was just about to mention Honey. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think they say, like, if you ever, I've been hearing this a lot lately. They say, if you've ever wondered why something is free, it means you're the product. Like, there's, they are selling you. And that can come in the form of, you know, ads, buying something with like if it's free. So like if you ever see like, oh, there's this free webinar, blah, 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 blah. It's free, but the goal is at the end of that webinar, they want to sell you something. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I hope that people really start opening their eyes to companies and the way they're doing the practices. Like the way I run Photo Booth 101, right? Like we sell a lot of photo booths, but one thing I always stress out is I don't want to put you guys in a bad situation. I don't ever want to, I would never offer something that I wouldn't want to do. So that's why we don't do financing. I think it's a terrible idea. I don't have any, hold on guys. Yeah, we don't do financing just because it's not something I believe in. I think it's a terrible business move right off the gate to be in debt and have to pay interest on something. And yeah. DJ LaMafia saying, I agree. Yeah. Look, there's just so many freaking, I've noticed more too. There's other, what is it? Bark. There's another one too. I forgot. Can you guys remind me? I know you're watching this. There's another app, not an app. It's like a company that deals with leads. I forgot the name of the other one, but I don't know if it's Bark or not, but I remember when I signed up for Bark, I also created like another account, and like all of a sudden you get these leads and you look at these leads and it's just something about the leads didn't look legit. They look like someone like made them up, you know? But yeah, man, getting more leads for your business. And let me just talk about this. I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to like it. Most people don't want to do this because it's uncomfortable, and it's uncomfortable. And a lot of people just would rather work on their own, not have to talk to other people. But I'm telling you guys, networking is the oldest form of marketing. From the freaking hundreds of years ago, it's been around, and it's always going to be around. We're talking about putting yourself in a position where you are building relationships with people that are going to help grow your business. And in the photo booth business, here are the key people you guys need to become friends with, right? In a nutshell, you can just say networking is building relationships and friendships, because that's what it is. Venue managers or venue owners, think about this. We're in the business of providing a photo booth for events. Events typically take place at venues. So you can get to the customer by marketing to them directly, whether that's a Facebook ad or a Facebook group, Google, right? Or you can go to the venue, and then the venue promotes to the customer. But what I love about networking with venues are you end up doing events at a place you're familiar with. As photo booth owners, a lot of times we're going to new venues, people's houses. So there's always that mystery of like, how far is the drive going to be? Or how hard is the setup going to be? Or is there going to be enough space? What I love about working at the same venue is I am familiar with the whole space. I'm familiar with where I need to load, unload. I'm familiar where to park. I know exactly where the outlets are. I know exactly where's the best place for my photo booth. That's one of my favorite reasons why I love working with venues. And how can I not? I don't want to seem like a dick here, but a lot of you guys, and I've been guilty of this in the past. That's the only reason why I can sit here and say it. I would always try to network, and I'd always start off the conversation with what I wanted. I would call venues. Hey, my name's Drew. I would love to be the preferred vendor there. You know, we offer really good service. Photos are great, blah, 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 blah. I would like to be a preferred vendor. It is so annoying to hear this. And it took me a long time and to realize, because now I'm in a position where people are coming to me asking for assistance or help, whatever, every single day. And it's hard because it's just kind of like, I can't just help everyone. And I started thinking, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's kind of like this with the venues too. So, 4 years ago, when we started getting a little bit buzz online for the social media stuff, I realized, I started looking, I was like, I don't help everybody because I just don't have the time, but I do help a few people. And I realized, I was like, am I like prejudiced here, or like what's going on? Like, why did I help John? Why did I help Lisa versus not helping everyone else? And I went back and I looked at the messages, and it was literally just worded differently. So I know this sounds a little off topic, but like, if you can start a conversation, and this is exactly what they did, right? Hey, I love what you do. If you ever need assistance doing editing, or if you whatever, I would love to help you out. Let me help you. Also, too, can you help me here? So I started thinking, I was like, okay, well, let me start approaching the venues differently. And I noticed literally maybe even 4x the amount of responses I got. So instead of me now reaching out to the venues like, hey, Drew here, I want to be preferred vendor. I want this, I want that. We charge this, you can pay us that. I started off with, Drew here, I would love to offer a free photo booth rental for anyone having an event in the next week or two. You could totally pick whoever it is, and it's completely free, no strings attached. All we hope is, after we do this event, we can have a conversation on how we can further be of benefit to the venue by offering some exclusive deals that people get only because they're doing business here at your venue. Does that sound fair? That's it. So we're offering value off the bat, and then in return, to offer more value. Instead of just saying, I want this, I want that, I want this. Everything changed. Everything changed because, one, why wouldn't a venue love to offer a free photo booth, right? Especially if it's like let's just say they're just trying to make the experience better. Like, hey, yeah, like, thanks for booking with us. We also now have a company last minute that's offering a free photo booth. Worst case scenario, let's just say the venue just wants the free photo booth and it doesn't pan out. But guess what I was talking about earlier? You could take that free event and still market to the people that use the photo booth. And that's what I love about venues, right? You'll very rarely see a venue space that doesn't have at least 50 to 75 people at an event. People aren't gonna go pay tens of thousands of dollars to rent a space just for 10 people, 15 people. Maybe sometimes, but majority of the time, it's just not happening. So the way you word things, and look, in life, one thing I have learned, and I'm 35 years old, but I've been an entrepreneur almost my whole life, and I'm realizing this more every single year. The more value you offer, whatever your services are, doesn't matter if it's car washing, photo booth, whatever, the more value you offer, the more you will get in return. What you give to the world, you usually get back tenfold, right? If you do it correctly. So offering value, being of service, right? And a lot of these venues don't want commission. There are some low-end venues that aren't making a lot of money that would be interested in commission, but the venues you want to be at are making $10,000, $15,000, sometimes $20,000 for an event. They don't care about your $100 photo booth commission. What they care about is making that person that gave them $15,000 to $20,000 to rent the venue space, they want to make them happy. Because if they're happy, they had a great experience, maybe they come back for their next event. Maybe they tell their cousin, hey, book this place. It's an amazing place. They got a photo booth for us at a huge discount, or the photo booth company was so cool. Like, it makes the venue look good that they have an in-house company that offers them exclusive discounts. And this translates over to the next person or group of people you need to network with, photo booth owners. I don't understand. If you're a photo booth owner and you don't have a list of other people in your area that you are cool with, people that will give you work or you give them work when you're booked or you can't or don't want to do it, you're going to fail. We need to make 2025 the year where we understand this concept here. Community over competition. Community over competition. Just because someone else has a photo booth in your area, they are not a threat. They can be if you decide to look at it like that, but that photo booth person down the street from you could be a friend. Imagine a stranger doing something that, okay, imagine having a really good friend that is also in the same industry you are in, that is making money. Wouldn't that be something you're interested in, right? Like, wouldn't you want a friend? Well, that person you don't know is a friend to you in the future. Look at it like that. Like, hey, I see this as an opportunity for us to grow together. You know, last year, I think we did maybe at least $5,000 to $6,000 just from white labeling out to other people in the industry. People that I like, people that I know, a few people that I just gave it to because they're in the Photo Booth 101 community. The people that we couldn't work with were booked. But like, it is a beautiful thing to know that you can take some time off, right? Like, let's just say, you know, I'm going to Mexico this weekend. We have a few events, and if I didn't have any networking partners, I like to call them friends, I would have been screwed. I would have either had to cancel my trip, or I would have to white label it out completely, or just give it up. So yeah, man, make more friends in this business, community over competition, and not everything needs to be so cutthroat, but just make sure the people you're linking up with are putting out work you are okay with. And also make sure they've done some events. One thing I don't like about our Photo Booth 101 community is there's a lot of people white labeling, like they'll get a job and they can't do it. They'll go to the group chat and they say, hey, I have an event, anyone free? And then someone will take the job and it's like their first event. You don't want to do that. You got to make sure, you really got to make sure they've done a few events at least and you're okay with the quality of work. Yeah, because at the end of the day, your name's on the line, right? If they're working for you under your company. Bob is saying, I know you like offering value. What value do you try and offer the venues? Great question. Yeah, damn. So what do we offer the venues? If they want prints, we're offering a completely free hour of prints or $150 worth of free upgrades. And if they want to book like the biggest package, what we've been doing is including the 360 booth for free. But that means we're at least making a minimum of like $2,000. That's with a print option for like 6 hours, prop table, backdrop, attendant. And that's typically when we'll say like, you know, and it's just the pitch, right? Like just to get them in like, hey, free 360 booth if XYZ, or free hour of printing, save yourself $150. And these deals we only make exclusive through our networking partners. Sal, what's up, Sal? Let's go. Good to see you, Sal. Education hubs. Any New Year resolutions? Bro, I got a lot. Your boy Drew is going to get in shape this year. That is goal number 2. Let me go from, okay. The most important resolution is I want to read the Bible more and have a closer relationship with God. 2, get my health on track. 3, resolution is going to be, I want to become the biggest photo booth YouTuber, influencer, whatever you want to call it, TikTok, wherever we're making content. And on YouTube, the goal is to have at least 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're at 15,000, so I have 35 to do here. And it's been 4 or 5 years just to get to where we're at. But yeah, I want to have 50 at the end of the year, and I have a lot of plans. So here's the thing. It's one thing to sit here and be like, yeah, I want 50,000, and then it'd be crazy. It's insane. Literally, the definition of insanity is like to continue to do something and expect different results. So I was having this thought maybe like 3 weeks ago. I was like, look, if I want to have 50,000 by the end of next year, it's not going to happen if I keep making the same content that I'm making. I have to do something different. So we have a lot of things lined up. Next Thursday, we're having the craziest live. So please remember, next Thursday, probably around 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're gonna have the most insane live ever. It's gonna cost me roughly $1,000 to turn that live into reality. We're gonna have a game show, a live game show here. We're gonna have over here, we're gonna have a template making competition where 2 photo booth owners go head to head. Same instructions to make their own templates, and I'm gonna let the audience choose which template is bigger. The winner will win a prize. Well, the loser, I'm still debating if there's gonna be like a punishment or something to where we can make it fun. But I think just having that, and then we're gonna have a 10-minute class where we're talking about certain things in the business. So those are basically the resolutions I have. Closer to God, get in good shape, or not in good shape. It's gonna take me a while. I'm a pretty big dude. But the third one is gonna be to become the best and the biggest. So those are the goals. What are your guys' goals here for just in general for 2025? That's a great question, by the way, education. So, as always, during the lives, I always like to offer a little hookup here. So if you're watching this, you're a photo booth owner and you don't have contracts for your photo booth business, please, 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 please let me know. While I'm live, I can go on our website where we sell the contracts, right? You guys need to have these contracts. I think we have the sale price right now to $150. If you put the word contract in the comments right now, and again, this is only while I'm live. I turn people down all the time when they hit me up after the live. They'll like literally email me and I say, hey, you have to catch the live. I will lower the price to $80 on the website instead of you paying the $150 sale price. Just put contract. I'll do that. And let's continue the show here. How to get more leads. If you want a quick, fast, easy way, right, to get a last minute booking, this strategy still works. It's not my favorite, but it still works. Facebook. Go to Facebook, your personal account. There's a group section. You can click groups, type in your city. You will see a ton of groups in your city. Join all these groups. Hey, Drew here. We have an opening for Friday and Saturday. If you're having an event and you guys want a photo booth, I have a sweet deal here only because you're a member of this group. XYZ. Typically this, but this is what you get it for. It works. But you have to remember, you can't just do one group and expect results. It's a numbers game. So have a copy and paste message and do it to at least 10 to 15, maybe 20. You'll be surprised the results you can get. And also too, if you're looking for a free event and you just don't have a lot of friends in real life, you can use that strategy as well to get that free event. Sal is saying his New Year's resolution is to start my YouTube journey. Let's go. That brings me to the next way to get leads, you guys. Social media. Man, social media has been a game changer. I'm not just talking about running ads, but organic social media presence for your photo booth company. I'm talking TikTok. It's still around, so I'm still going to talk about it. Maybe we have 2 weeks, 3 weeks before it's gone, but TikTok organic is very easy. It's so easy to get viral videos on TikTok. I mean it. You put something in that's interesting or at least visually appealing. You throw a good song on it that's trendy. The odds are it's going to get some views. So TikTok, you need to be growing your YouTube page. You can literally make a video for TikTok, then upload it onto YouTube as a short. YouTube now allows 3-minute shorts as to where it was just 60 seconds not too long ago. I think it's like 3 weeks since it's been at 3 minutes, I think. That's huge. You could take that same video, you guys, post it on Instagram. It's not that hard to repurpose content. And the type of content you post is going to help you a lot, right? Getting leads, very important. So this is what we'll do. Let's talk about it like this. What type of content to post? Interesting content. It's one thing, and look, I don't mean to be mean, but remember earlier I was talking about how people just will start something off with like, I want this, I want that. Literally just happened to me right now. I need help with this. Help me, help me, help me. I can't. I can't. But what I can do is give you guys the tools. And I know I went really off topic. Stop going to events when you're not ready. Let me say this again. Got a message from someone. I'm at an event and I don't know how to cut the strips. Bro, you guys, this has to be something you do before the event. Do not show up at your event and assume something that you haven't done is going to be easy. Sometimes it's not as easy as you think. I cannot believe, how can you go to an event and not have done any test prints? This is the first, Drew, this is the first time we've done the 2x6 strips. I'm at an event and I don't know how to change the setting. Please help, I'm stressing out. I'm not gonna stress out right now, I can't. Isn't that crazy? How can you be at your event and not have ever, anyways, sorry, I got sidetracked. Damn, that's crazy, man. Shoot. Oh, what type of content to post? Great question, Drew. Great question to yourself. No, man, I mean, the greatest content you can post is something that's gonna be interesting to watch. And the stuff that I notice does the best for our rental companies, it's the content that I feel that you don't even need to be interested in a photo booth and you'd still watch. The day in the life videos do so good. You know, hey, Drew here, day in the life of a photo booth owner. We have 2 events today. I'm gonna take you guys along. First one's a wedding. Literally, voiceover, have my phone on a tripod, just filming what we're doing, and it's just me talking about it. So if you may not know, you know, photo booths are big parts of weddings, blah, blah, blah. You're just talking. So you're accomplishing a few things doing these day in the life videos. 1, you're showing your professionalism. 2, you're showing off your personality, which helps more than you think. People will book our photo booth because they like us. They see our content, they become friends with us. Think about you guys, right? You see me making a ton of videos here and you're like, Drew's my guy. You know, I hop on here, we're all friends, we're hanging out. So if you're gonna, this has also helped us sell photo booths because people feel comfortable with me, they know me, they feel like they can trust me. It's the same strategy that I use for our rental companies. We used it here. So showing your face, you're building like trust. They like you and they see what you're able to do. In these videos, better flex on them. We're an hour and a half early because we don't want to mess up and we give ourselves enough time just in case anything happens. Boom. We stayed an extra 10 minutes because there was a little bit of a line and we didn't want to just close. This is just something that we do as a courtesy. So like I'm telling you, you don't need to be interested in a photo booth to watch a day in the life. You can also call it a vlog, right? Another video idea. Drew here, today I'm gonna make a template for an event we have coming up. These are all customized and it's one of the benefits of renting from Drew's photo booth. Boom, you just screen record your computer, you on Canva making your template. Then you show that template in action at the event. You could literally show people taking photos and that photo going on the template. You show how that template fits the theme. It's interesting. And also too, like it's gonna be the reason why some people book with you. If you're not gonna be the cheapest, you guys, right? If your photo, okay, let me say this again. If your photo booth services aren't gonna be the cheapest, you have to stand out some type of way. If you make the same content, the same old boring stuff that that person undercutting everyone is making, why the hell would they pay you $300 more or $200 more? Well, let me tell you why. You make good content, they get to know you, they trust you, they like you. It's everything. We get bookings all the time where people tell me like, you're not the cheapest, this and that, but like, we felt safe doing business with you and I love what you guys have been doing on the social media. Also, here's another thing, guys. Getting more leads is understanding where your clients are. So for me, I can't be on OfferUp anymore, right? Back in the day, Drew was on OfferUp. I was almost the cheapest person. I'm not the cheapest anymore. So it doesn't make sense for me to keep marketing on a place where people only want the lowest price. So again, that's why I say, know your identity as your business. There's nothing wrong with being the cheapest. Let me say that again. There's nothing wrong with being the cheapest, but just understand you're gonna have to do volume in order to make it worth it. So if you don't wanna do volume and you don't wanna be the cheapest, if you wanna do less events at a higher price, you have to know where your clients are. Get off of Facebook Marketplace, get off of OfferUp, get off of Craigslist, get off of those Facebook groups and start networking. Start building your website. And that brings me to another thing, getting more leads. Google SEO, Google Search Engine Optimization, basically means how well does Google push your website when people type in certain keywords like photo booth, Los Angeles, photo booth rental Los Angeles. Good Google SEO would mean you're on the first page. Naturally, this is not something you pay for. It's free. And that gets done in a bunch of ways. Blog posts, keywords, etc., 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 right? So that's a long-term play. And this is something that a lot of people don't do. There's people that have been in the photo booth business for over a year and don't have a website. Yes, maybe they got some bookings just from Facebook and Instagram, but you're killing yourself because it's a long-term play. Imagine being on the first page of Google in the city of Los Angeles or wherever you're at, where people are searching photo booth with your city and you're in the first page. That is free promotion. That's good promotion because Google, honestly, Google, if we're talking about running ads, Google's the best place to be because they're hot, steaming freaking leads. They're on freaking Google. Photo booth Los Angeles. They're ready to book. They're interested. If you're on Facebook and Instagram running ads, they're not looking for photo booths. They're just scrolling through, watching cat videos, whatever they're doing, right? And then they see your ad. So that's why I said earlier, you're gonna have a more of a headache converting leads on Facebook and Instagram, but it's cheaper. Google, it's more expensive. And imagine not needing to run any Google ads because your website ranks so well. But that's a long-term play. It doesn't happen overnight. Also, getting more leads, reviews. Where to get reviews? Let me tell you, Uncle Drew's here. Google My Business. Write that down. Google My Business. It's a business. It's a Google it's on Google. Basically, what Google My Business is a social media network for businesses. I can almost guarantee that you've used Google My Business and not even noticed. If you type in a restaurant, Thai food, and you type it in on Google, you'll see profiles of businesses before you get to the ads. That's Google My Business. You can create that for your photo booth business. It does need a location. And I know some people say I don't want to put my home address out there, but maybe a PO box. There's probably ways around it. But create a Google My Business and treat it like a social media profile. Every day or every other day, add some photos, add a video clip. That's where you want to get your reviews. Google loves promoting businesses that have reviews, and they love these reviews to have photos. And guess what? We're in the business of providing photos. So make it a habit to get these reviews and ask for them to use a photo on the reviews. You guys, my good friend Rex, you guys know, you may know him. He's a photo booth owner, maybe about 30, 40 minutes away from here. He has over 500 reviews on his Google page. That page is literally like one of the main reasons he's so busy is because when people type in photo booth rental in his area, he's popping up. And think about it. 500 reviews is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But if you make it a habit for every event you do to get at least 5 reviews, it's not going to take too long for you guys to hit your goal, right? And to me, I think once you get over 100 reviews, you look different, right, to people. And a lot of people shop just based off reviews. I'm guilty of it. If there's a restaurant, I'm on Yelp, right? And I'm looking for, let's just say a place to eat, and I notice they have 3 stars, I may not go there. Or if it's a restaurant that has 5 stars, but with 2 reviews, I may not go there. And it's the same thing for the photo booth business. So go into the event. Let me get 5 reviews. Well, how do you do this? The person that you did the event for, that should not be a hard close. If you provide good service, you're prompt, you're on time, you can get a review. If you're going to be at your event, this is the easiest ways to get 4 reviews. Just talk. Hey, yeah, the photo booth is open. Perfect. Oh, I love your photo booth. Yeah, thank you so much. We're a small business, this and that. It would really help if you could leave a review, talk about your experience with our business. Boom, here's a QR code. Scan it. If you can ask 15 people at an event to leave a review, I don't see why at least 4 or 5 people do that for you. And again, this is off the record, gray area. If you're doing an event where it's digital only, let me repeat that. If you're doing an event that's digital only, meaning no prints, it'll do a QR code, they can text message the photo, airdrop, whatever, email. If you're there, your odds of getting reviews is going to go up with this unofficial strategy in Grand Theft Auto, right? I'm not saying do this in the real world. Let's just walk you through the scenario, how to get a lot of reviews at these events. Boom. Yeah, so they just took the photo. You could text, email, scan a QR code to get your photo. Also, right now, if you leave a review on our Google page, we will print out this photo and mail it to you. In Grand Theft Auto, that is a very efficient, effective way to do it because they're going to want a copy. And leaving a review to them maybe takes a minute. So at the end of the event, you could, in theory, in Grand Theft Auto, have 20, 30 reviews from one event in Grand Theft Auto. So Lori, network, learn, grow, believe, love it. Goals for sure, goals for sure. And if you guys are just tuning in, the deal of the day, you know what? We'll do this. I got to make it better. Let's make the contracts as cheap as they've been ever. $70. If you want contracts for your photo booth rental business, 10 years of experience in those contracts, drawn up with a lawyer. Very expensive. You can have the contracts for your business just for $70. Just put the word contracts in the comments. I'll go on the website and literally drop the price down to just $70. Normally they're $150. After the sale, I think we're set to do it like next month. They will be $299. So if you want those, get it. And again, too, this is going to sound like a sales pitch here to get you guys to get the contracts. It's not. You can possibly lose out on clients by not having contracts for your business. We're talking about the professionals of the world. People that, look, there's some wedding and event coordinators that do not want to work with a photo booth owner if they don't have contracts in place. Think about their position, right? They're wedding planners, event coordinators, right? Their job is to literally get vendors together to create a vision. They don't want to deal with a noob, with a rookie, someone that is casually doing something. And if you don't have an established relationship already, they're not going to sit there and be like, no, I'll trust you. Like, oh, okay, like you'll do right by me. Get the contracts. You need them for your free events. You need them for your paid events. Shit, you even need them for your family events. If this is your business, you got to protect yourself. You need to have the model release. You need to have the event details, damage waiver, everything that you need to make sure you guys have that. It's very, very important. And there's some corporations that won't do business without a contract in place. So get your contracts, man. I can't stress this out enough. And most of all, too, build your website. If you don't have a website for your photo booth business, I'm telling you, every single day that goes by, you're pushing the day where your website and your SEO is taking care of you further out. So it's a long-term play. And I know, look, there's two types of people in the photo booth business. The people that want to go fast, right? That are only concerned about short-term success. Then there's people that are literally doing some of the short-term, but are mainly focused on the long-term play of their business. So I see it all the time. Short-term success would be going to Facebook groups, trying to get a booking. It would be even joining the Photo Booth 101 group chat where you're on the WhatsApp and you're waiting for someone to throw in a lead. And then you jump on it, being the first person. Short-term success is going to Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp. It's good. You can make some good money, but you're a hustler at that point. That's not a business. The people that are setting themselves up for long-term success have websites. They have a lot of reviews on Google My Business. They post on social media constantly. And they build networking relationships. So if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with other people. And then networking is a long-term play. Let me inspire you here. Let's just say, best case scenario from a relationship you've built with a venue can get you, at minimum, best case, right? 4 bookings a month. Let's just say this venue has 3 events a week, and they're telling every single person having an event at their venue about your services, and you can get one of those 3 people to book, right? That's 4 a month. There's some venues, literally 4 or 5 days out of the week, they're having something there. That could be 2 events a week. And if you're charging at minimum $500, we're talking about $1,000 a week from one relationship. Sounds crazy, but these things exist. Or another photo booth owner. Let's just make this even crazier. There's people that are doing 60 to 70 events in a month. Let me say that again. I know them. 60 to 70 events a month. These are events they're doing themselves with their employees. They have a big team. Imagine how many bookings they probably have to give out when they don't have more employees. So you could find a photo booth owner that can give you 5 to 10 events a month consistently. These are just one relationship. So let's just say this: make moves that are going to benefit you in the future, and also make sure you're doing those moves to keep the momentum going. But do not forget, long-term success requires long-term actions, and it's not always the easiest stuff to do, but let's just make this year the best, man. So I just wanted to hop on here and talk about this business, you guys. And leads are everything, man. Without leads, we have no money. It's no success. Leads converting to customers. So we got Shauna here. What's up, Shauna? Hey, Drew, do you guys have videos on making a website, or did you hire a person to set up your site? No, we made it ourselves. No videos on that because it's super easy, really. I should probably do that video. But yeah, we use GoDaddy. Man, we got 30 people in the chat. Shout out to everybody watching here. So again, last time I'm going to offer this. If you don't have contracts for your photo booth rental business and you've been wanting to make your business legit, take it more serious and cover your ass, photobooth101.com, we sell the contracts. I'll be more than happy to go on the website, drop the price down to just $70. Normally, after the sale is done, they will be $299, literally $300. So you can get them for $70. Just type the word contract before we end the live. I'll be on here for about 5-10 more minutes. So you want that, you have to jump on it now. But leads, again, I can literally talk about this all day. Now I think we've gone over Lori. Hey, Drew, where do I access the contracts? Yeah, let me show you. So you go to photobooth101.com, right? photobooth101.com. You scroll down to where it says resources. I think I even have the link to the website in the description of this video. You can then click on the two people shaking hands, and we got Israel, contract. All right, let's do it. $70, you guys. Never, ever, ever have they been this cheap. I'm doing this because I want to make sure you guys are covered. And I could literally sell these contracts for $500. When we first launched, they were $500 and people were ordering them. But I mean, look, let's just do it. I'll go ahead and do this for you guys. So give me 1 second here. Yeah, man. I love to call contracts agreements. I also like to think of the agreements as assumption killers. The worst thing you could do is operate your business and then assume your customers understand everything. Look, just because you think that, how can I expect this? Let me change the price so you guys can order this. We're going to 70. All right, now live on the website. You guys have 10 minutes. I'm going to stay live for 10 more minutes, and I'll wait until everyone here gets it. So you guys that put contract, it's available for $70. photobooth101.com. And again, just to show you how to get there, we'll do this again. Go to the website, photobooth101.com, right? It'll take you here. You'll see this beautiful face next to this beautiful photo booth. You scroll down to where it says resources in the black. Boom. You click on two people dapping each other up. This is a handshake here. And you will see the $299 price slashed out with 70. So contracts are also known, what I like to call them, assumption killers. If you don't have this in your contract, and ours has it for the digital contract, there's a section in there that says, if the LTE or Wi-Fi at the venue slows down, what will happen is people can still use the booth, but they have to wait until we get back. If you're doing a drop-off, or even if you're there, we will have to reset it and people will get it by the end of the night. So if you're at an event, you drop off the photo booth, or even if you stay there, and let's just say the person that hires you puts in their phone number and they're not getting their photos right away. Guess what they're gonna think, you guys? In their mind, they're gonna think that this thing doesn't work and I just paid this guy $500 for nothing. So if it's in the contracts, right? Most people don't read them, but if you have a customer, and let's just say you do a drop off, or even if you're there, they could in their mind feel like they got ripped off, or what will happen is they'll get upset. Wow, I can't believe it. Like no one's getting their photos. Oh man, like the contract says here, you know, the Wi-Fi, you have 300 people at this venue. It is impossible to control the internet. So you have them in the contract. Also in the contract, we have a model release section. Model release is huge, you guys. It literally says, not literally, because I don't remember it off the top of my head, but it's basically saying we have the rights to use these photos from this photo booth for marketing purposes, right? Also in there is saying, if you do not want us to post this content from your event, you have to send us a written email saying not to. Bro, this saved my ass one time, hugely one time. Well, 2 times actually, but one time we did this event where there was a lot of celebrities and I was super excited, right? Contract signed, no email. I get to use these for marketing purposes. The client sent a really nasty email. Like, oh, you know, oh no, like you should not have used you should have not, very, very bad attitude. You should not have used the photos, this and that. You should have asked for a release, this and that. And I was like, oh ma'am, you signed the contracts? And there's a section in there. And then the lady was like, so sorry. So sorry, I should have looked. And I was like, not a problem. I was like, I already removed the photos. Like that's why we have it in the contracts, because we don't want to get you upset. And we still have worked with her plenty of times. And now every single time we do the event, I have it out of the contracts and it just says we won't use the content. So make sure you have that. Don't assume that they're going to just be okay with anything or understand your business. Brian, you got a haircut. Yeah, man, I did. Okay, so we have here, Drew, was this made by your lawyer? Yes. Trevor, appreciate you, Trevor. So let's see, how much more time do we got here? Jump on those now, guys. It is now official, $70. We got Raymond with the order, taking advantage of the special. And again, if you guys are watching this video at a later time, you have to join the lives. I just can't do it. Can't do it, guys. So make sure you join the lives. I want there to be a benefit of tuning in, listening to Drew talk for almost an hour. We already 53 minutes in. We'll go until we hit 1 hour. So 7 more minutes. And yeah, okay, so moving past the contract stuff, this is important too. It's one thing to get a lead, right? It's the hardest thing. The second hardest thing. I think the hardest thing is making the decision of getting into a photo booth business. But the second hardest is what to do with the lead when you get it, right? What do you do with it? Like, how do you interact with the lead? The biggest reason I see people fail on converting leads into customers is because they get ghosted. You get a lead, they ask questions. Hey, my event is here at this date. What's the price? You give them the price and then you don't hear back from them. The biggest way to lose and not be successful is to not follow up with the lead. Let me say that again. Follow up with the lead. This is going to sound extreme, but I take my business very serious, and I almost have it in my mind that I am owed a yes or a no. If a lead reaches out to me and they say, what's the price? And I go through, I talk to them on the phone maybe, or we email, the least they can do is just say, yes, we're interested, or no, we're not interested. So I will follow up every single day until they say yes, or if they say no. If they say yes, guess what that meant? That just meant that they were busy. Maybe they have a bunch of other people they're dealing with, other vendors. And if you're not following up and you don't want to seem pushy, you know how crazy, okay, I know I'm everywhere here, but I hear all the time, I don't want to seem pushy. To who? A stranger that is ignoring you to somebody that took 5 to 10 minutes of your time to ask 1,000 questions. You don't want to seem pushy to the person that is neglecting you. Like, no, no, no. Yes or no. If they say yes, your efforts paid off. If they say no, please remember this, guys. If they say no, you have to follow this up with a question. Why didn't you book with me? Why did you not choose us? This is very important to remember, you guys. Listen, if they say no, you ask why didn't they book? This is some of the most valuable information you will get, which is crazy to think the most beneficial information for your business is from somebody that did not hire you. Most of the time, it's going to be price, right? And this is something you want to hear. If you don't hear a customer say you're too expensive, that means that you're the shrimp. You're at the bottom of the ocean. And again, that's completely fine if that's your goal. So you want to hear from time to time, it's too expensive, we couldn't afford it, out of budget. But every once in a while, you'll have a customer that's going to give you some valid info, like, I didn't understand your packages. This just means that I didn't do my job of explaining what we offer. I didn't do my job at making sure they understood it. And these are the best times to improve, man. The feedback you get. And there's one time, and I'm okay to say this. Look, I'm not perfect. I fuck up. I make mistakes. I had a person that didn't book with us, and I asked them why. Literally, it took 4 days for them to tell me why they didn't book, right? 4 days of getting ghosted, following up. And the person said, you were way too straightforward, and I feel like you were rushing me. I changed from that day, but it wasn't easy. I heard that feedback, and I was pissed. I'm like, man, I'm busy. I have 1,000 different things to do. I'm running multiple businesses. I'm busy. Like, what do you want me to hold your hand and blah, 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 blah. And I got pissed at myself. I got pissed at them for saying that about me. I'm like, I'm efficient. I'm quick. Then I had a moment at dinner that night. I caught myself thinking about what had happened, and then I had a conversation with my wife, and I was like, oh, this happened today. And she looked and she goes, no, you do that. And I'm like, what? I can't get mad at my wife. She's going to be telling me the truth. Maybe this person I thought was lying, and they just kind of wanted a reason not to book. And then I was like, are you sure? And she goes, look at the messages then. And I looked at the messages, straight to the point. No real customer service there. I was just way too yes, no, blah, 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 boom, 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 boom. And my wife said, look, some people just want to feel the love. They want to hear, maybe you give more info than they asked for, or, maybe they want more than just a yes or a no. So I had to catch myself, man. And ever since then, I've been trying my best to work on that. But that would never have happened if I just accepted the no. And look, you can either get a yes, right, which is a W, or a loss, which is a no, but that L can represent a few things. You could take it as a loss, or you can turn it into a learning lesson. I mean this, guys, we gotta focus on following up with your leads. Don't hesitate to just every single day, either until you get yes or a no, or if the date of their event already passed, right? I'm not gonna sit here and send follow-up messages from somebody that had an event a year ago. So, go DJ. Good to see you, my friend. Lori, got it. Was looking for drop off. Love it. Shout out to Lori. Go DJ. Got my contracts a couple months ago for the 85, and that was a great deal. This is the lowest price he's offered. Appreciate you, my friend. You know what's crazy, man? A lot of you, I don't have a lot. Okay, I don't have a lot of friends in real life, right? I think I can probably count people that I consider friends that I've known from childhood and all that on one hand. You guys, I don't know most of you guys at all. And you guys have been so supportive of everything we've done, even more than a lot of my own family. So I just want to say thank you to you guys. And without you guys, honestly, none of this shit exists. This store, this photo booth store, does not exist without you guys. This channel does not exist without you guys. And I'm excited to announce that I'm getting back to the roots, and I'm not going to just be making photo booth content here on this channel. I'm also going to be doing weight loss journey here. Not every day, but show the progress in the weight loss journey. I want to do more videos on how I view finances and things that I've done in my life to allow me to have a 7-figure reserve in cash and have a rainy day fund. And I want to get back to that. I want to get back to that. And I know a lot of you guys are just here for the photo booth stuff, but just expect some other things here, man. So is there a time frame when you follow up in the AM or PM? Great question. This is a W question. What time frame do we follow up? I make it a habit to follow up at the same exact time they first reached out, and I always mirror the way they contacted me. So if I get a phone call and I spend 10 minutes on the phone with someone, guess what? I'm not gonna text them. They showed me they prefer phone. So I will call them. If it's a text message, I'll text them. If it's an email, I'll email them. And with email, you can kind of, you don't have to send it at the same exact time, but usually with phone calls, if someone's calling you at noon on a Tuesday, guess what? They may be working at night, right? So that's a great question, man. That's a W question. George, hey, Drew. Is this YouTube questions and answering being recorded? I would love to show this to my business partner. Absolutely. I am saving these lives. I think after we go live, give it about 30 minutes to an hour to upload, but I will, this will be saved. Appreciate you, George. C-Note. What's up, C-Note? Happy New Year's. Blessings to you and your family. I told you on the live, I'll get the contracts once I get my money up. Still haven't gotten it up, but bought it regardless. It's an investment. Also a tax write-off, my friend. Good to see you, C-Note. Appreciate you, friend. Go DJ saying, had the pleasure of meeting you in person when I bought my photo booth from you in person, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I love seeing you post on social media, man. I think every single DJ needs a photo booth. Not any type of photo booth. The iPad photo booth is the perfect companion to anyone running a DJ business. Think about this, guys. Look. Look. Look how simple the setup. Stand, iPad, ring light. Doesn't matter if it's this booth, the Digi booth, a booth you made. An iPad photo booth will allow a DJ to offer a photo booth as an upgrade or an upcharge. You can, hey, what's an extra $400? That's a lot of money. $400. And you just throw it into the corner, right? And I know some DJs literally charging, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this, but I don't pocket watch anyone and I don't ever price shame anybody. There's a lot of people in this business that will make fun or really try to make people charging $200 feel bad. Don't let anyone ever tell you what your business is worth, and you never know anyone's situations, but I know some DJs charging $250, $300 to throw the photo booth in the beginning of their event and leave it there. I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody that can't benefit from an extra $250, $300 50 times or 40 times out of the year. If you're a DJ doing that many events, it is a money printer, man. If you want to talk about adding prints to your DJ setup, it becomes a little bit more complicated because most people will want an attendant there. But if we're talking about just set it up and go, iPad photo booth all the time. Rain Entertainment, Happy New Year. Thanks for giving back to our community. Just started out, but value the info you provide. Thank you so much, man. Let's go. Appreciate you, friend. Shauna, we are interested in all kinds of content from you. You are an inspiration to all your viewers. Can't wait for the financial stuff, man. Thank you, guys. I mean it, man. I just want to end this live with a little motivation. And you guys are witnessing this here. I am going to go through a huge transformation, not just mentally this year, physically, financially. So, but I want to motivate you guys. And some people, I don't want to sound cocky, but some people look at me and they get inspired. I'm like, yeah, look at this guy. He's made millions of dollars with his business. He's done this, he's done that. And it's hard sometimes for me to accept that when people give me compliments, just because in my mind, I'm just still a kid. I grew up in the ghetto, just some kid in La Puente, right? Like, you know, look, if you're impressed by anything that I've done, just understand you're impressed by someone that has a ton of learning disabilities, mental illness, a lot of reasons why I shouldn't be successful, right? Bipolar disorder, freaking, what else? anxiety, ADHD. I have auditory processing. Barely graduated high school. I'm not joking, you guys. I don't read well. Like, if you see me reading the comments, I'm always butchering it. And there's times where I don't even read. Sometimes I might not read a comment because I don't know what the words are. So if Drew can do it, run a successful photo booth business, what is the secret here? I am not gatekeeping info. There's nothing, I don't have no natural gifts. But one thing I know I have, I don't fucking quit. Never quit. Never quit. And always look for the opportunity in any situation. And I'm here to tell you what the opportunity is in today's day and age. It is called the photo booth drop-off, then tied in with the photo booth pickup. You're gonna start seeing a lot more very, very soon, and don't be behind the trend. The opportunity is having a passive rental where literally you don't need to be there. I know it's hard to trust people with your equipment, but people will treat your equipment like shit even in front of your face. And if you think that you being there is gonna prevent some drunk 40-year-old guy from kicking your photo booth, he's drunk, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about you, he doesn't know why you're there, he's drunk, it doesn't matter, it's gonna happen. So look for the opportunities and be greedy when people are scared, and be scared when people are greedy. And right now, people are scared to do a drop-off. People are terrified to do a photo booth pickup option. That gets me excited. I don't even go to many events anymore, you guys. We're able to make over 6 figures, high 6 figures with our rental business, and majority of our events, we're not even there. I did 34 the record for last year was 34 pickups in 1 month. Literally, think about this, guys. I'm averaging a photo booth a day in that month. We're still utilizing all the phone numbers and email addresses from these pickups. I don't even run ads anymore. I don't need to run ads. So here to remind you guys, look for the opportunity and don't quit. I'm gonna end that right here. Do not quit. Look, I could have given up in the year 2020. Everybody did. 80% of operators did. And now we're at a time where there's not enough photo booth owners to provide photo booth services for the demand of photo booths. It was a reset. So there's an opportunity here still in the year 2025. 2020 wasn't that long ago, guys. Think about that. For about a year and a half, right? So I just want to say that. Let me get to the rest of these comments here. I appreciate you guys. The Funky Child, what's up out of Paris, France? Good to see you, the Funky Child. More saying, hey, God bless your heart, Drew. Likewise, my friend. Marshall saying, hey, Drew. Marshall, what's up? Trevor, good to see you, Trevor. Cheers. George is saying, Drew, you're definitely an inspiration to all of us out here who are inspired about you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, man. Last thing here. I know I said last thing a few times. If you don't feel like you have a purpose in life, if you feel sometimes that life is happening to you, not through you, it may be time to start looking for a higher power. And one thing I can only tell you from experience is when I gave my life to God, everything got better. I didn't give my life to God because I felt like I wanted to make more money. I didn't give my life to God because I wanted all my problems to be fixed. And my reason to wanting to find God it is a selfish reason. I wanted peace. I wanted a meaning. Instantly found that when I surrendered. All things are possible through Jesus. And I mean, look, I'm going to make it my mission here on this channel to get you guys to know me and my life story, and hearing everything I've been through. I should not be here. I should not. And I'm here to tell you, and I'm going to leave you with this. If you've ever heard this saying, God won't give you more than you can handle. I know you've heard that. You may even think it's in the Bible. It is not. God will not give you more than you can handle. This is one of the biggest lies we've been fed. God will give you things that you can't handle so you can let him handle it for you. That is God's way of showing himself to you, is by handling these earthly things. Man, I used to stress out about everything, guys. I used to stress out about money. I used to stress out about friendship. I used to think, do people like me? Like, it was crazy. And now, my only goal in life is And I try my best as I try to treat everyone as if Jesus was there in the room to be a better Christian, to be a better man, to be a better husband. And life has been nothing but amazing. The peace, the love, the forgiveness, it's a different thing, man. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I can't stress this out enough. 2025 is the year where we all make moves to set ourselves apart from everybody else and hit our goals. Let's make the money we want to make. Let's grow our business. Let's build the relationships. Let's get after it. Thank you guys so much. I'm signing off here. God bless from your Uncle Drew. I will see you guys live tomorrow. And again, remember, not this Friday. No, I'm sorry, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, we are launching the first Hustle with Drew Photo Booth 101 insane live stream. It's going to be a show. So not this Thursday, a week from, what is it today? A week from tomorrow, you guys. Thank you, Lori, George, Trevor, Marshall, Moore, The Funky Child, Shauna, Go DJ, C Note. Who else we got here? Neville, Trevor, Brian, VJ, Israel. All of you guys, I appreciate you. Sal, if you're still here, good to see you guys. God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow.